Wow, wow, wow. The plot thickens. The title race is on. Is it a race? Is it still a race? Or is Man City taking the lead as of today, guys? What a game. What a game we just witnessed at the Etihad Stadium. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys, before we get into things, guys. I just want to say, Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. How did we get here? How did you get here? I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not supposed to like Arsenal. I'm not supposed to be hating on Arsenal because I mean it's about time Arsenal wins this league. But how did you guys manage to mess this up? How did you manage to let Man City back into this title race? To be fair, Arsenal actually played kind of much more better than they did against Man City in the Carabao Cup final. The way different than they played in the Southampton game in the FA Cup. They played with a bit more courage, with a bit more intent, But overall, it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough at the end of the day. We can talk about the missed chances, the almost chances that Arsenal had, but Man City also had almost chances. Man City also had Haaland hitting the post. Man City also had their moments where they could have made it. Man City also had that moment that you guys, the moment where the only goal Arsenal got was a moment of stupidity from Donnarumma. That's the only way Arsenal scored today. But how did you get here? How did Arsenal get here, guys? And now the plot has thickened. Like I said, the plot has officially thickened. A major twist in the whole plot. Guys, I mean, there was a time in this league where Man City was not even part of the race. Even Pep Guardiola said, no, we are out. I think it was like 3-4 game weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, 3-4-5, but it is a while ago where they lost or drew a game where Man City were, and Guardiola was like, it's over. But Arsenal kept on keeping Man City in this thing. And now look at where you are, Arsenal. Look at where you are. You are at a stage where the Man City fans are printing bottles. They are merchandise with Arsenal badges on bottles of water, drinking Arsenal tears. This is what has become of Arsenal. Not champions in October. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, guys. Let's have a look at the table. Let's look at the table and what it is going, what's going to pan out, how it's going to pan out in the next couple of weeks as they call it, the run-in. The run-in. It's almost like a movie name. But this is how it stands, guys. Arsenal on 70 points. Man City on 67 points. With that game in hand against Burnley, and that game is coming up when? 22 April. That is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. And that's when that game is coming up for Man City. And if Man City wins that game by a margin of more than one goal, they will go top of the table. They will go top of the table. Man City will go top of the table. And then we have to look at the fixtures after that. Because I think Man City can beat. They can, and they will beat Burnley. I think they will beat Burnley. Burnley was just beaten today by Nottingham Forest. So Burnley is also down in the dumps. But I think Man City can get the job done there, especially with the players like Ryan Cherky, Haaland. Hunger. You can see the hunger. You can see the hunger on Haaland's face. The smirk, the audacity that Haaland had. That he had after the game, showing that cockiness about to say that we are in this and we are in it to win it. And now let's look at the fixtures, man. What am I mumbling here? Why am I mumbling here? Let's look at the City fixtures. Okay, so City wins that game. It's level on points, and then it's Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa. We are not saying City is going to win all these games. We shouldn't say that because these are quite tough fixtures as I look at it now. So it's not all over for Arsenal yet, but it shouldn't have come to this for Arsenal. It should not have never have come to this. So these are the games left for Man City after the Burnley game. After if Burnley makes it equal on points with with Arsenal, and then let's look at the Arsenal games: Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. Much better fixtures than Man City in terms of the opposition, the quality opposition they are going to face, especially West Ham, Burnley. Whereas Manchester still has to play Brentford, Bournemouth, who's on an amazing run. Everton also almost drew with Liverpool today, and then Aston Villa also fighting for the Champions League spot. So the teams that Man City are facing, they are basically they have more to play for than the ones that Arsenal are facing. So it will go down to the wire, and this is what the Premier League is all about. This is what it's all about. It's interesting. No one ran away with this title. Thank you, Arsenal. I should actually say thank you, Arsenal, because this is pure entertainment. The gift that keeps on giving. At the bottom of the table, we have Tottenham fighting there. My team is fighting here, their own battles. And then at the top of the table, we have this whole story playing out, guys. This is what the Premier League is all about. Even if the football is sometimes so dull, at least there's an interesting storyline behind this whole scenario. Come on, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Man. Oh, man. Arsenal. What have you done? What have you done to yourself? What have you done? But anything can still happen. It's not over and done yet. Don't drop your heads. You guys can still win the league, but Man City, they are there. And they will be there. Man City will be there until the end. You gave them a glimmer of hope, and they took that. They took that hope, and they made it big. And today we saw the hunger in those City players. We saw the hunger. We saw the fight. We saw the grit. Haaland fighting with Gabriel. Wow. Welcome to the Premier League title race. Guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next upload. Cheers. Stay safe and God bless. Peace.